so I inherited talented players, but what we've been working on the past 2 years has been changing the culture of the program and really kind of having them buy into the Shalise Tolentino way of playing. It's thinking of your team first, you second, giving 100% every single rep, getting 1% better every single day, and just bringing the grit of softball, making those diving plays, just putting it all out there and looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, yep, today I'm happy with my performance. I literally left everything out there. Team-wise, we really have become one cohesive unit where we're all in it for each other. But simple things like our softball field, we got this brand new, beautiful scoreboard. So just the small upgrades that are going to make this program kind of stand out. It's my goal to get that program back to its former glory and to be able to give alumni reasons to be proud of the school again and be proud of their team. So that's what we're working towards, to be back on like the AIC national rankings and to get the program to where it was before. I have a lot of health science majors on my team: nursing, physical therapy, occupational therapy, and part of the reason why they chose AIC is because they were able to actually do that for 4 years, and you can't do that in a lot of Division II programs. It's more difficult to do it, but the flexibility of the professors and the flexibility that we have with them makes it work. So I think that's just one thing that makes AIC great. Well, I think one of the things that I mainly stress to my kids is that you only have 4 years to play, and you're going to go professional in something else, so it's academics first, athletics second. So I do have kids who utilize tutoring, who utilize the Student Athlete Success Program, and to know they have all those resources and that they have a coach that's accommodating to their academics is really helpful for them in being successful on the field, but more importantly in the classroom. Yeah, I think there's a lot of support. Everybody knows that half the people in your classrooms are probably going to be athletes, and they're all kind of understanding that we all have 6 a.m. practice, or we all have 7 p.m. classes. So I know that for us specifically, we always have kids at our games that are on different teams: field hockey, baseball. So I think whenever we can get to games, we definitely are one to show, because we are one hive, one family, and we're just one unit here trying to make AIC as special as it can be. Yeah, I think if you want to come here and succeed, there's no amount of resources that you won't have in order to do that. There are places where you can go be a number, but the intimate feeling of the campus and the intimate feeling of the coaches and people who are willing to help you raise your game up, raise your academic standards, raise your coaching standards are unlimited here. So if you're looking for a place where you can be a part of something special, and you can be, and when you graduate here you're going to have the tools needed to be successful, then AIC is the place for you.
Well, first and foremost, AIC is a family atmosphere, family feeling. You come here, you come on campus, you might see the president and he'll talk to you, put your arm around you. You might see another coach you run into. They know you're part of the women's basketball team. You might see a professor that knows you and say, hey, you did pretty good on that exam. So we're a very family atmosphere at AIC. Well, the best part of AIC is that if you come in as a health science major and you realize you don't like science, you can switch to business. And that's what I really like, and you don't have to be so specialized. Here, there's a lot of different options, and professors want you to succeed, so we really strive to get the kids in the classroom, classes that they like and the majors that they want to continue with. Oh, definitely our facilities. We only had 4 dorms when I was here. My whole team lived in Pouch. Now they have apartment suites. We have a turf field now. We have lights. A lot of things have changed since I was here. The place is a lot better than it used to be. The dining hall, this Stinger is nice. The student athletes definitely have a lot more than we did when we played. I just think it's important that we kept the tradition going. And we have to recruit student athletes that excelled in the classroom, they excelled in the court. They were positive role models in our campus community, and we need to keep that going. But we definitely look for athleticism. I really think the more diverse you are and the more sports you play, the better you become and more competitive you become. So we look for that. It doesn't happen as much nowadays, but if someone's a three-season athlete, they're usually a competitor. We like to get up in the court and run, get some easy buckets in transition. We like to switch defenses. We like to press. We'll 2-2-1 back to a 2-3 zone. We'll trap. We like to keep teams off balance. We've always been, historically, since I've been here, a very good defensive team. So we pride ourselves on defense. We practice it all the time, every day. And defense is effort. And so we really take some pride in our defense and our rebounding. Well, I think this season we had a lot of new kids. Definitely would like to see us get back to, coming in the top 2 or 3 of our conference, winning 20 games, getting back to the NCAA tournament. That's our goal every year. That's what we strive for, 20 wins and make the NCAA tournament. That's the magic number. So we continue to preach that, and it's more about getting better. So getting better every day in practice, getting better from your freshman year to your sophomore year, continue to improve and want to improve. If you ask my team, they would say they do better in season than they do out because they have to manage their time. Our season is very long. It's 6 months, October 15th through March. We have a 7-day break for Christmas, and that's it. So they have to be on top of their academics. They have to be organized. I think when they have a little bit more free time, that's when the procrastination starts to happen. But overall, we're lucky that we have very good student athletes. Yeah, come join our family. We have a good time. We'll support you on and off the court. You'll be a part of our family for life. And it's a great place to go to school. You'll enjoy your time here. And there's nothing better than going to a college when you don't know anyone and immediately having 15 friends. And those 15 friends you go to war with every single day, and they become your best friends. And you have memories that last a lifetime.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Henry Batova Gymnasium here on the campus of American International College for today's NCAA Division II women's basketball contest featuring the Golden Knights of the College of St. Rose and your AIC Yellow Jackets. Seth Dussault here, the voice of the Yellow Jackets, a little bit muffled with this mask, but that's okay as we get ready for some basketball action between two teams looking to make it to the NCAA tournament. AIC rolling into this one 4-1 on the year against the St. Rose team that is 0-3 and still in search of its first win. These two teams met yesterday, the Yellow Jackets winning 58-50. We'll get to that in a moment, but let's first talk about some of the players to watch. In start on the AIC side with Destiny Perry. We know the captain can score from anywhere. 15.4 points per game and 5.4 rebounds per game on the season. Good drive as well. And then another key player, Kyla Smith, newcomer, 14.2 points a game. She had a season-high 26 against Mercyhurst earlier this year. 10 points last night. For St. Rose, a couple key players, Becca Towns, 9.7 points, 5.3 rebounds per game. Had a season-high 13 last night to go with 7 boards in St. Rose's loss. And then Nina Fidulo, another player, 9.0 points, 5.3 rebounds. She had 18 against Mercyhurst back on February 17th. The Yellow Jackets held her off the scoreboard for the most part last night, 5-5. So with that in mind, let's take a look at some of the keys to the game for the two teams tonight. And we'll start with St. Rose. First of all, you got to hit the bottom of the basket. They've lost all 3 of their games this year by an average of 16 points a game. They really don't shoot very well, so they've got to improve on that. They've got to out-rebound as well. They've been out-rebounded in every game except for last night. The rebound margin was by 1. And taking care of the ball, 21 turnovers yesterday. You're not winning that way. Averaging 15.3 per game. Got to take care of the ball. If you give AIC second chances or you give them free possessions, they're going to end up pounding on you. And then on the other side of it, for the Yellow Jackets, as we take a look at the keys for AIC, and the first thing is just keep it rolling. You're 4-1 this year. Only loss comes against the nationally ranked Mercyhurst team in a split. AIC is good on the boards. Keep that going. 3-1 when out rebounding the opposition. Obviously 1-0 when being out rebounded by 1 last night, but if you control the boards, you control the game. And then substitutions. 3 weeks with no games, and then you go into playing 2 games in 2 nights. Keeping people fresh is key, so Coach Hutchison needs to be quick to sub people in and out to keep the legs underneath the player so that they can keep it going. So those are our keys to tonight's contest. And with that in mind, as we get toward the start of today's game, we will take a look onto the floor and see some of the players warming up still. We'll do a quick out-of-town scoreboard for you, and we'll start with some St. Rose action. The Golden Knights played Malloy on the men's side earlier today. Lost a heartbreaker 79-76 as the Lions were able to score in the final 30 seconds. This is in spite of Cartier Bowman's 17 points and 11 rebounds, a really big game for him. And then Josh McGettigan dropped 20 on the Lions. AIC's men are in action at St. Thomas Aquinas. It's a good one between a top-ranked Spartans program and the Yellow Jackets. Right now, 7:48 to go. It's a 32-29 score in favor of SAC. Although Shaheem Hicks just missed a 3, so AIC had a chance to tie it late here in the first half of play down in Spark Hill, New York. We will pause for the playing of our national anthem, and when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for you here on the NE10 Now Network. back out of our national anthem. The Yellow Jackets and the Golden Knights getting set to go. And now we've got the St. Rose starting lineup for you, and getting the start, one of our key players to the game at guard, a junior, number 3, Becca Towns out of Poughkeepsie, New York. She'll be joined at guard by number 15, Kaylee Hunt. She's a 5'10 rookie out of Queensbury, New York. Number 23, Catherine Finnerty, a freshman 5'8 guard out of Woodside, New York. And number 44, Janessa Encarnacion at 5'6, a sophomore guard out of Edison, New Jersey. Our other key player, number 11, Nina Fidulo, the lone forward listed in the starting lineup at 5'11 from Amsterdam, New York. So an all-Empire State starting lineup for head coach Whitney Edwards, who has taken over after longtime Golden Knights coach Karen Haig stepped down after a quarter of a century or so of coaching the Golden Knights women's basketball program. And she is assisted by Shakina Richardson and Kathleen Payne. Now for your Yellow Jackets as we take a look over onto the AIC side, and at guard, the sophomore out of Rosedale, New York, number 0, Kayla Robinson. Good to see her back healthy again. She'll be joined by one of our key players, the junior 5'6 out of Easton, Pennsylvania, Kyla Smith. And the captain, number 11, Destiny Perry. We've mentioned her as well, senior guard, Middletown, Connecticut. 2 forwards for the Yellow Jackets, the senior from Patterson, New Jersey at 6 feet even. Number 5, Jayla McDuffie gets the nod. And the rookie at 5'11 from nearby Granby, Massachusetts, Nora Young, will start for head coach Kristen Hutchison. Her assistant, Stephen Marcil, back joining the team for his 3rd stint with the squad. He was with the team in 06 when Coach Hutchison was the assistant as well, and the team went to the national championship. And I don't just mean the tournament. They went to the national championship game in 06, of course. As you may remember, one of the greatest teams in the history of AIC, and we had a episode of the Yellow Jacket Experience with them earlier this year. You can find that on YouTube, of course, and all you got to do is search AIC Yellow Jackets, and it'll be right there. Quick update from men's basketball before we tip it off now. Stack is going on a little bit of a run. They lead 42-35 with 5:27 to go in the first half period of play. AIC shooting 65% from the floor, doing pretty well. Donovan Miller with a team-high 7. Hub, Covington, and Golding each with 6. Grant Singleton with 11 for Stack leads the game. Yellow Jackets in the home yellow trimmed in white and a little bit of black will go right to left with possession after winning the opening tip as you look at your computer screen. St. Rose in black trimmed in gold and a little bit of white will go left to right in the first half as the Yellow Jackets kick it down low. Young muscles up off glass, no good. Gets the board back, puts it up again, rattles around and out, and nothing doing will go the other way. St. Rose kicking it up to the top of the key. And the Golden Knights, Fidulo looking for something. She'll go to Finnerty. Finnerty drives, kicks it down low into the paint. Up, off glass, good. Nicely finished, ultimately by Hunt. Taylor, scoreboard. Scoreboard's not showing up. Yellow Jackets looking for their first points on their second possession. Smith setting up around a double screen and drawing a foul away from the ball is Perry. It was Hunt, the scorer for St. Rose, who was booked. Yellow Jackets bounce it in. They'll get a clean shot clock. Dribbling away is Smith. Kicks it over to the left. Perry thought about it. Bounce pass to Young. Mid-range jump shot. Money. The lost art of the mid-range jumper. And it's 2-2. St. Rose looking to make it 2-4-2 on their second offensive possession. Hunt kicking it left. Finnerty down low. Out of play. Yellow Jacket ball. Good defensive work. Perry cuts the lane off. 42-38 the score, by the way, now at Stack as the men have crawled a little bit closer thanks to a Walter Covington triple. We'll keep you up to date on that as it goes along. Yellow Jackets now want to take the lead. They'll have an opportunity here as the ball is in Smith's hands, setting up the offense one-on-one. A man defense right now from the Golden Knights, and she's just going to drive, get blocked. Tried to take the whole St. Rose defense, and it didn't work out. Well defended there in the end by Hunt. Hunt, quick hard pass in, now to the left side. Towns, 3, no. Rebound for AIC, it's McDuffie. Jackets pushing the pace. Here's Robinson, backs off, didn't have numbers, smartly played it back. Coach Hutchison calls out a play. They'll look left corner for the captain. Perry dribbles around a screen, kicks. Robinson drives up, off glass, money. Kayla Robinson dancing through. Brilliant play, recognizing she had a gap that she could get through, and then finishing the chance. 4-2 Yellow Jackets. Kick down low, open, but the shot's no good. Rebound picked up by AIC. Nora Young getting just enough in the way of Hunt to disrupt her as she went up without fouling. Fairly impressive, to be honest, because the defense for AIC was asleep there a little bit, but a good recovery. In the corner for 3. No good. Who did it last touch? It'll go to St. Rose, last off of Young. Could have been one, could have been the other. St. Rose is going to make some substitutions. They're going to rotate a bunch of people off, and the Yellow Jackets are going to make one change. Perry will come out. Nairi Holloman, the senior from Peekskill, New York. Just south of West Point, just north of New York City, is Peekskill, right on that Hudson River line that Billy Joel once wrote about. Up and under and in. Una Fedulo is in a New York state of mind, and she's in a scoring state of mind. Makes it 4-4. Yellow Jackets want to answer. Driving in. Hard off glass, no good. Rebound, put back though is Nora Young there to clean up the trash after Smith put it a little too strong on the runner. Just got to finish the plays, and the Yellow Jackets did it in the end there. And again, the rebounding, we talked about it. AIC getting points because they rebounded well. Quick pass into the corner. Another pass underneath. St. Rose trying to break the AIC press, or rather the zone, and it doesn't work as the shot's too strong. The Yellow Jackets did a good job of disrupting just enough there. A little out of position, but not so far out that they were completely defenseless. Still, I think Coach Hutchison wants to see a little bit more. Around a double screen is Smith. Now she stops and gives it to Robinson. Robinson's going to drive. Robinson backing out. 6 on the shot clock. Robinson tries again. Kicks it underneath. Not ready for it was Young. Miscommunication in the corner for St. Rose. Now AIC getting in the way. Pass block comes right back. And then a shot is blocked. Rebound up and in and one. Fedulo with the finish. Tough for Jayla McDuffie because she blocked the pass, but it deflects right back to the St. Rose player. She blocks the shot. It deflects right back to the St. Rose player, and then she ends up getting a foul. They're going to actually book Smith for the foul, but either way, that's a tough sequence if you're McDuffie, who made 2 very solid plays, and unfortunately the luck just not with AIC there, and the and one opportunity for Fedulo to give her team the lead back, and she sinks it. So the old school triple, and it's St. Rose 7, AIC 6 here in the early going, halfway through the first quarter, give or take, as the Yellow Jackets get it at the top. Couple more substitutions as Asia Turner is out there now. Perry back on the floor. Perry drives through 2, puts it in. Destiny Perry decided she wanted to score there, and she did. You love to see it. Unless, of course, you're wearing a St. Rose jersey. Probably not so happy. Kicked out left side. Asia Smith. Kicked into the middle again. Shots off the mark, though, by Fedulo. Perry. Bounce pass into her classmate Holloman. Back to Perry. The captain. looking for something. Goes around a screen. Kicks it back. Now it's Sarah Gunton-Barrero. We got a foul on the Golden Knights. It's Smith getting tagged with that one. Sophomore guard out of Medford, New York. St. Rose is second of the quarter as AIC inbounds. New shot clock to work with. And they're going to try to take advantage of it. Carbonell Munoz now with it. Julia out of Barcelona, Spain. As a shot from deep. Cash money from the captain. 11-7 Yellow Jackets, the first time either team has been up by more than a single possession. St. Rose needs an answer here. Are they going to get it? Sanchez kicks it around to Blasetti. A lot of substitutions for both teams. Long two, not close, and can't be saved on the play by Isabel Sanchez out of Manresa, Spain. Riley Blasetti, a freshman guard out of Hingham, Massachusetts. Plenty of size for the St. Rose team. A lot of players 5'7", 5'8", even taller perhaps. As Turner kicks it over to Holloman. Holloman in, drives, draws a foul. 3 of Zebras on the floor and 2 of them catch it. You love to see that. So Isabel Sanchez is the one who is the guilty party. Holloman will get 2 at the line. They'll allow St. Rose to sub before the first free throw. I guess it doesn't really matter. Holloman short on the front one. They did. I take it back. They did change that rule that you can sub on either one now. No reason to wait. Second one too long, so it's a quote-unquote good foul. AIC didn't score. Golden Knights trying to get back into this down 4. Looking for a play, and it's not there. Towns to the right. Smith just launches a 3, no good. Rebound Turner, and the foul. Kaylee Hunt got a little too aggressive over the back of Asia Turner and gets nailed for it. Her second. And I think that's going to force St. Rose to take a timeout. They're going to take a 30. 3:29 to go in the first quarter. AIC will go to the line on any foul from here on out on the St. Rose that's not an offensive. Taking a look over at the men's game, we're just about to halftime. 34 seconds left in the frame, and AIC down 44-42. They're giving a stacked team that's at the top of the region everything they can handle through the first 20 minutes, and you love to see that. As the Yellow Jacket men searching for their first win on the year. Back to action here at the Batova. And the Yellow Jackets trying to extend the 4-point lead. Turner driving up off glass. No good. Easy rebound for Smith. The right side, Blasetti. Long pass. Caught. Knocked free. Baseline drive into the corner. Around the outside. St. Rose. Too many steps. And they're going to book Hunt for traveling. Now a conversation between the officials. Everything's okay, though. St. Rose with a ghost of a press one-on-one. And breaking it easily are the Yellow Jackets as the captain steps in for 3. That's unfortunate. It goes off the shot clock, which is out of play, and then falls, but it's no good because it touched the shot clock. You probably couldn't do that if you tried. I feel like that should be worth 4 points. But it's not. It's not worth anything. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. So St. Rose catches a break. And the Golden Knights have a golden opportunity to get themselves back within a couple. To the right side, Towns into the corner. Now down low for Hunt. She's looking for something, anything. Kicks back out. Top of the key, pass a little behind Blissetti. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Golden Knights can't get a shot away. They're going to call a hand check on Turner with 1 on the shot clock. Check that. That's going to be on Robinson. It'll be her first and the team second, and that's disappointing if you're AIC because now you got to do it all again. Golden Knights kick it into the corner. They're lucky the pass misfired. Shot blocked by Turner. She got a hand on it going up, and Gutton Barrero gets the board. They'll go to Perry. AIC got lucky there. The pass off the mark in the corner because otherwise Blissetti had all day and all night to hit a 3. Sometimes there is cosmic justice, I guess. Turner looking, kicks over. That'll be Gutton Barrero now to the captain, Perry. She'll drive, lays it up, just too strong, and it rolls out. AIC pressing on the defensive side, and A.J. Washington just into the game. Forces St. Rose out of play. All without putting a single finger on the ball, she caused the turnover. You love that from number 1. AJ, a sophomore, local product, Springfield, Mass. Wilbraham Munson Academy, 5'4", is usually the smallest player on the floor. She plays like she's the biggest. She's extremely aggressive, and you love it as a long 2 rattles out. Yellow Jackets, Young there, not able to, or Smith, not able to hit that. St. Rose, we haven't seen a bucket in quite a while. Is somebody going to hit one that counts? Golden Knights throw up a 3. That is not close. I don't know if they put enough stamps on that airmail. 70 seconds left in the first quarter. The Yellow Jackets by 4. Robinson gets some help. Kicks back. That's Smith. Around a double screen. Smith doesn't like what she sees. Still 13 on the shot clock. Goes back to Washington. AJ drives. Kicks over. Her pass too hot to handle as Young couldn't catch it. And it goes out of play. It's good vision by Washington, and just unfortunately just a little high on the pass. And it goes through Young's fingertips. St. Rose with the ball now here. About 15, 16 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. So both teams going to get at least one more possession here as the Golden Knights go off glass and in again. And 1 for Hunt. Kaylee Hunt making things happen. As the foul this time is on Turner, her first, team's third of the quarter. St. Rose's Hunt has 4 of her team's 9 and can make it an even 50%, 5 out of 10 with a bucket here. It's up, not close. Yellow Jackets get the rebound. Shot clock's off. Game clock at 25, so AIC should hold for the last shot here unless they get something that's a gift. Bounce pass to Turner, just able to hold on to it. Kicked into the corner, Washington. She dribble drives, bounce pass out. There's the gift. Smith for 3, but she misses it. She shorted it. 10.4 seconds to go in the first. 11-9 is your score. AIC with a little bit of pressure from Washington that quickly backs off. St. Rose just driving in, looking for something here. It's blocked by Turner. 1.1 to go as number 20 is the captain of the SWAT team. Golden Knights have to get something off real quick here. The inbound, intercepted. I'll tell you what, Chris Colzer should consider Kayla Robinson for an outside linebacker or something with jumps like that. Pick that off like a football player jumping a passing route. Yellow Jackets 11, St. Rose 9 after 1 quarter of play. And AIC doing some good things on the defensive end. The offense probably should be a little bit better than it's been. You have to feel like they could be up by a few more than 2 as the Yellow Jackets will head over to their bench and Coach Hutchison will talk things over. St. Rose having their conversation as well. Checking in on the men. It's halftime and it's 44-42 St. Thomas Aquinas over AIC. We have an update on one of the fouls that Kaylee Hunt was charged with is actually on Janessa Encarnacion, number 44. So that impacts things a little bit. Time of that one, that was the first one, a minute and change, or not even a minute into the game. Taking a look at the stats through 10 minutes. Fidulo with 5 points and Hunt with 4. St. Rose being out rebounded 11-10. As the Yellow Jackets leading scorer is Perry with 5, Young with 4, Robinson with 2. So you want to think about it like this. We've had an entire quarter of a basketball game and only 5 players have scored. And that is why we're at where we're at. You feel like there's a couple of shots that both teams left on the table. This is not on the pace to be that 36-34 that we saw these teams end up with one time. It's going to be a little better than that, hopefully, but not that much. As St. Rose for 3 on the opening possession and no good. And Sharia Osborne coming in to start the second quarter comes down with the board. And so it is to her at the top of the key. She'll look, gets it into Perry, poke checked away. St. Rose on a 2-on-2 going the other way. Layoff pass to the right side for a bunny, too strong. Rebound swatted away and ends up in the hands of Smith. Now the Yellow Jackets have a 2-on-2, but it's a foul on the Golden Knights. And Coach Hutchison's not happy about it because Yellow Jackets had a break there. But they're going to nail Finnerty for the first foul of the quarter. Her first of the contest. St. Rose defending, AIC looking to extend the lead. It's Osborne. Hard bounce pass into Perry. Perry spins. Off glass, no good. Gets her own board. Off glass again. She is hit on the way up. And she'll get 2 at the line. St. Rose 1 for 2 on free throws in the first quarter. AIC 0 for 2. So the two teams combining for 25%, which is for something that is, after all, called a free throw, not what you would expect. And Destiny Perry banks it off the back iron and in. She has a sort of unorthodox free throw shot. You watch the way her arms go. A little more normal on that second one, and she rainbow arcs it right down. 13-9 AIC a minute in to the second quarter. You love to see it. St. Rose into the right corner. Hard cross pass. Perry says no. A 3-on-1 for AIC. Robinson kicks it back. Perry, no. Rebound for the Yellow Jackets, kicked out. Robinson thought about the 3. Dangles instead. Cuts to the net. No good again. Gets another rebound. And then her pass is picked off. That was certainly a sequence of basketball as the Golden Knights get away with one. And the Yellow Jackets will defend again. Kicked out top of the key. Fidulo, right corner. Towns doesn't have a look. Kicked back. Handoff, 8 on the shot clock. St. Rose, they'll kick for a 3. No. St. Rose gets the board, and we got a foul. They are going to say this is on Gunton Barrero. And it's a shooting foul, so Sanchez will get a couple at the line. She'll sink down the first. Sinks the second off the front iron. So 13-11 AIC in the lead with 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. And dribbling the ball off of her foot, but diving to get it back. And we got a jump ball. Arrow stays with AIC as I think the dribble that Smith had coming over midcourt was poked just a little bit. It hits her in the foot. She's ultimately able to save the possession, but that'll change the arrow the other way. St. Rose still trying to defend here is Perry. Stops, now pops. Robinson throws the three up, no good. Rebound Golden Knights, that's Fadulo. St. Rose with it. Round they come. Kick left. Down low. Turning. Dribble. Drive up under is blocked. Gun Barrero got a hand on it. On her opposing number, Blissetti tried to force her way around number 12, and all she did was just keep her arms up. Great defensive work by Gunton Barrero. Ball's in her hand. She'll dish it off to Smith. Jacks a three. Not close. Julia Carbonell Munoz will come in her place as that shot was wide left. And the Golden Knights trail by 2, 3 minutes into the second quarter. Handoff play. And now back at the top of the key for another handoff. AIC sealing the shots. Golden Knights looking for a play. It's still not there. They'll move in. Blocked off once more. They'll force a shot, and that was ill-advised. Ends up out of play in favor of the Yellow Jackets. Didn't have a lot of time left on the shot clock, so you understand why they forced that, but not ideal shot selection. And that's credit to the Yellow Jacket defense on that possession. They did not give St. Rose an opportunity to get a good look. That's what good defense is about. Around a screen, dribble, drive, pop, score. Sarah Gunton-Barrero. And it's a 4-point ball game, 6:23 to play in the half. McDuffie getting ready to check back in for AIC as St. Rose tries to keep this from getting worse. We got a whistle. We got a foul. Cherie Osborne, the guilty party. Duff coming back on. Osborne sitting down, which I think was the plan anyway. She's not coming out because of the foul. AIC has stayed out of foul trouble for the most part in this one. As the Golden Knights move it in. Oh, they got behind the AIC defense there, and it's an easy finish for Yvonne Boyd, the 5'2" guard, local product for St. Rose out of Albany, New York. So AIC didn't wake up in time. Pass in to Gunton-Barrero. Now to McDuffie. Duff dribbles, drives, blocked. AIC will get it back. 14 on the shot clock. Yellow Jackets call out a play, and Carbonell Munoz into the corner for the captain for three, too strong. No luck on the rebound. And St. Rose coming back, has to wait for players to catch up. A couple people went down going for that rebound. Golden Knights with it. Looking to tie this thing up, down 2. They'll kick it out, picked off Perry. Good play by the captain. Doesn't have numbers. She's going to drive in anyway. Gets it to go. She was hit on the way up. I can't believe they didn't call a foul, but it's 17-13. It's a veteran play from the senior. Hesitated and got the defender to hesitate as well, and then she turned the Jets on. It's like hitting the X button playing the PlayStation. Kicked into the right corner. Pass is deflected again and again. Perry with a hand on it, and then we got a whistle for what? Kicked ball? Halfway through the quarter. 4:59 on the clock. Robinson's going to go to the bench. Holloman back on the floor. As AIC has kept the lead between 2 and 4 for the entire quarter, basically, but has not been able to extend it. St. Rose trying to find something here. Dribble drive, cut off, pass high, rebound no good, and AIC can't corral it. Second effort goes wide. They're going to call a blocking foul, though, on McDuffie. AIC has done well defensively on the first efforts, but if they haven't gotten the rebound, St. Rose has really been able to cash in on second chances, whether it's sinking shots or drawing fouls. But it goes back to rebounding being a key for both of these teams. As Finnerty puts up money. She'll get another. Her first point of the game. Chance to make this a 2-point ball game. Shorts it, and Turner gets the board. Perry, one defender on her, a man-on-man defense with Boyd. Perry dancing around the rookie. Perry kicks it over to Holloman. Holloman, hard back to Perry. Now Perry has Sanchez on her, a sophomore. Perry kicks a three. If you leave a freshman or a sophomore to defend Destiny Perry, you deserve to have a three put down in your face like that. And that's exactly what happened, 20-14. Pass nearly taken away by AIC as St. Rose trailing by 6, the largest lead of the game for either team. High pass into the corner, which gives AIC time to set the defense. Dribble, drive, whistle, steps. Fidulo, I hope she packed her bags before traveling. 3:48 left in the half. Again, AIC doing decently offensively and decently defensively. I won't say great because I think they've left some things on the table as a contact foul called here on Boyd. Hand on Perry on the way down the floor. And again, no disrespect meant to Yvonne Boyd, but you've got a freshman guarding a senior, and Perry's just been here and done this. You may want to switch that matchup. Turner kicks it over. Holloman all day, all night. Long on the three, though. Turner can't get to the rebound, and it goes out of play. St. Rose with it. Finnerty. Dribbling, kicks back. Finnerty with some fancy moves. Her shot blocked. Aisha Turner says, get out of here with that. And it's the captain, Perry, with the rebound. Kicks left to Holloman's got a couple on her. Plenty of time across all day and all night for Robinson. She misses, though. Turner trying to get the rebound, can't quite do it. And it's picked up by Boyd. Boyd calling out a play. Now she'll lay it off for Finnerty. AIC defending again. St. Rose just looking for something to get the spark going again. High into the corner. Three on the way. No, but they'll get the board. Bounce pass, dribble. That's going to miss. Mishandled, and then Turner steals it. Robinson drives up. Off glass, no good, but she is hit on the way up. Robinson got that ball on the left sideline, just shy of the NE10 logo in her defensive end of the court. Kicked it from first gear straight to sixth. Blew by one defender and had one beat on the way up, and the only thing that she could do was foul. That'll send Robinson to the line for a pair. That time it was Blasetti who was the guilty party. Robinson's free throw is very straight-armed and a little long as a result. Second effort. She gets the one. So 21-14, AIC's lead now 7. 2:26 to go here, period number 2. Just 3 points for Robinson, which is a bit of a surprise as she has played a very solid game. But Perry with an even dozen here in the first half. Washington trying to wreak havoc as the Golden Knights look for something. AIC's defensive spacing tonight has been very good. as that pass is nearly picked up at a foul contact, a bump by Young. So 4 fouls on both teams in the quarter. We'll be going to the line shooting 2 on both sides the rest of the way on any defensive or dead ball foul over these last 2:06. Inbounds pass to the left, dribble drive, kick back right, mid-range jump shot is good. Kaylee Hunt has 6 of her team's 16. Has been their best player. Has kicked over now to Robinson. Robinson over to Young. Young to Perry, the captain, surveying. Perry drives, takes 2, puts it up. She traveled before she shot. Turner's going to come out. McDuffie will come back in. Coach Hutchison unhappy with, I'm not sure if it was the offensive setup or the call. Hard to hear her across the court even without the masks on. She was displeased with somebody. 1:25 to go in the frame. St. Rose trying to make this a one-possession game again. An AIC defender falls down, and St. Rose can't take advantage as the shot is way too long. McDuffie with the easiest rebound of her life. And Robinson with it as AIC sets on offense again. Perry with the ball behind her back. Backs off away from the defender. They've got Towns on her. Probably a better matchup if you're St. Rose. They'll switch to Young. Young lays it over to Washington. Washington hard across to Robinson. Surveys, drives, gets through the defense, misses, gets her own board, gets whacked on the way back up. Encarnacion's second. It's a shooting foul, so it's 2 either way. Kayla Robinson just busted through 3 defenders like they weren't there. Had wide open at the net, ended up missing it, got her own rebound. The defense got back in time, but the only thing that they could do was foul her because she was already on the way up. She missed the first free throw again. She'll hit the second for the second time. Lead is 22-16. Yellow Jackets with it. St. Rose with it, rather, looking to get themselves back into this thing. Towns lays off. Hunt turns it over. Young just stripped it right out of her hand. Long toss on the way to the captain, and she is fouled. She had her arm yanked on. That was the only thing St. Rose could do defensively there. They were beat after Young stole that pass. Great work by the rookie forward. And then find number 11 because she has been hot tonight. Another shooting foul, so Perry will get 2. She shorts the first one. There are only free throws if you make them, and both teams have struggled a bit at the line tonight. Sinks the second, 23-16. St. Rose with it. Shot clock off. If they're smart, they will wait. Don't give AIC a chance to extend this lead. But, of course, you got to make your shot, too. And so St. Rose goes up instead, and Towns draws the foul. She'll get 2 at the line. They're going to get Perry for her first. That's also a viable option, I suppose. As Towns, looking for her first points of the half, misses the first free throw. What did I just say about they're only free if you make them? The free throw shooting, I will say, is still better than if I were shooting free throws. That's why I'm over here, as our PA man, John Moriarty, can attest to. Second free throw ends up falling, but only barely. AIC will make a substitution here. Last offensive opportunity. John remembers, of course, when my former broadcast partner and I, Eric Richardson, played a 7-minute long game of one-on-one that I won 1-0. Hold your calls, we have a winner, I think was the announcement when I hit the jumper from the line. Last opportunity for the Yellow Jackets. Smith kicks it over. Perry kicks it out. Washington, 2 seconds and 1. Pass misses the mark. And that's going to do it. AIC will go into the room leading by 6. Destiny Perry has 13. Nobody else is close to her on either team. St. Rose's leading scorer, Hunt, has 6. I think if you're the Golden Knights, you're really unhappy with that half. If you're AIC, you're kind of like meh about it. So both teams with plenty of room for improvement. We'll take a break here on the NE10 Now Network and we'll be back with the second half after these messages.
We're looking for guys that are serious about getting an education, that want to get their degree, that are ultra competitive on the court, that love coming to practice every day, that love being part of a family atmosphere, because that's truly what we have here at AIC. Yeah, my philosophy, I don't know that it's changed too much. I mean, the game has changed a lot. You know, when I was an assistant coach, there was an emphasis put on throwing the ball inside. And now with the evolution of the game and guys becoming even more and more skilled, you don't see a lot of back to the basket guys. So the three-point shot has become something that's very, very important, something that we're putting a premium on as far as recruiting right now. And the game's played at a much higher pace than it was, 10, 15 years ago. So, you kind of got to evolve with it and adapt, and I think we've done a pretty good job of that. Well, obviously it's not too hard to watch a game or even a highlight tape and see if somebody has some skill set, some athletic ability, some quickness, all that sort of stuff. But aside from that, we look for things like what kind of teammate is that prospective student athlete. So even when they're not in the game, are they somebody that's on the bench actively engaged, cheering on their teammates? Are they genuinely excited for their teammate? Are they encouraging their teammates? Are they diving on the floor for loose balls? Are they running over there to pick their teammate up? Is that something they're interested in doing? Is it something they're vested in? So those are some of the intangible type things we look for. We talk to as many coaches that the prospective student athlete has had, whether it be high school or club AAU coaches, to see what type of person they are. And obviously we look for guys that achieve in the classroom. We don't want to put time into chasing guys around, seeing if they're going to class. We want guys that are interested in getting a degree, that understand at some point that ball's going to stop bouncing and life comes at you real fast. So you need to have a degree to fall back upon. I think just in general, institutionally, I mean, we excel in just opportunity. We give a lot of opportunity to a broad demographic. We're extremely diverse here, and we have guys that could get into a lot of different schools across the country, or actually pick any school they could get into. And then we have a lot of guys where AIC might have been one of their 2 or 3 choices academically. So, I really do think like our motto is here, transforming lives. I really do think we provide that opportunity. And that's where I think AIC and our institution provides a lot of opportunity to explore, particularly early on in your career, as far as what you like, what you're good at. And that's what I really try to talk to our guys about. Like, find something you really enjoy. Find something that you're good at. And then pursue that and see where that takes you. Our league, from top to bottom, every year is one of the best Division II conferences in the country. To be able to coach in this league, is a real, it's something I don't take lightly. The guys we're going up against, I think at one point before the coach at Southern New Hampshire retired, we had 3 or 4 guys in the league that have won over 600 games in their career. I don't know what other league in the country could boast that at any point in time, but it's a really, really high level. I'm honored to be here and honored to be the head coach and continue to run this program and keep the winning tradition going. This was a place where I came as an assistant coach, and I thought I'd be here for 2 years and then move on, and here I am 15 years later, and I couldn't be happier with the path that I've chosen, and I couldn't be happier to be here and be a Yellow Jacket with the rest of our family.
Well, first and foremost, AIC is a family atmosphere, family feeling. You come here, you come on campus, you might see the president and he'll talk to you, put your arm around you. You might see another coach you run into. They know you're part of the women's basketball team. You might see a professor that knows you and say, hey, you did pretty good on that exam. So we're a very family atmosphere at AIC. Well, the best part of AIC is that if you come in as a health science major and you realize you don't like science, you can switch to business. And that's what I really like, and you don't have to be so specialized. Here, there's a lot of different options, and professors want you to succeed, so we really strive to get the kids in the classroom, classes that they like and the majors that they want to continue with. Oh, definitely our facilities. We only had 4 dorms when I was here. My whole team lived in Pouch. Now they have apartment suites. We have a turf field now. We have lights. A lot of things have changed since I was here. The place is a lot better than it used to be. The dining hall, this Stinger is nice. The student athletes definitely have a lot more than we did when we played. I just think it's important that we kept the tradition going. And we have to recruit student athletes that excelled in the classroom, they excelled in the court. They were positive role models in our campus community, and we need to keep that going. But we definitely look for athleticism. I really think the more diverse you are and the more sports you play, the better you become and more competitive you become. So we look for that. It doesn't happen as much nowadays, but if someone's a three-season athlete, they're usually a competitor. We like to get up in the court and run, get some easy buckets in transition. We like to switch defenses. We like to press. We'll 2-2-1 back to a 2-3 zone. We'll trap. We like to keep teams off balance. We've always been, historically, since I've been here, a very good defensive team. So we pride ourselves on defense. We practice it all the time, every day. And defense is effort. And so we really take some pride in our defense and our rebounding. Well, I think this season we had a lot of new kids. Definitely would like to see us get back to, coming in the top 2 or 3 of our conference, winning 20 games, getting back to the NCAA tournament. That's our goal every year. That's what we strive for, 20 wins and make the NCAA tournament. That's the magic number. So we continue to preach that, and it's more about getting better. So getting better every day in practice, getting better from your freshman year to your sophomore year, continue to improve and want to improve. If you ask my team, they would say they do better in season than they do out because they have to manage their time. Our season is very long. It's 6 months, October 15th through March. We have a 7-day break for Christmas, and that's it. So they have to be on top of their academics. They have to be organized. I think when they have a little bit more free time, that's when the procrastination starts to happen. But overall, we're lucky that we have very good student athletes. Yeah, come join our family. We have a good time. We'll support you on and off the court. You'll be a part of our family for life. And it's a great place to go to school. You'll enjoy your time here. And there's nothing better than going to a college when you don't know anyone and immediately having 15 friends. And those 15 friends you go to war with every single day, and they become your best friends. And you have memories that last a lifetime.
Back here at the Henry Batova Gymnasium, the Yellow Jackets leading the Golden Knights by a score of 23-17, and we'll give you the breakdown of that in a moment. But first, on the men's side, 8:06 to go in regulation. 70 for the Yellow Jackets, 69 for the St. Thomas Aquinas Spartans. As the Yellow Jackets, seeking their first win of the year, are looking to take down a 9-0 team. And they have hung with them for quite some time, thanks in part to a big night. Carlos Hub with a dozen, 4 of 4 from deep. Covington 4 of 9 from deep has also got 12, 11 from Miller and Golding as well. Here at the Batova, Yellow Jackets leading scorer. It's a big night for the captain, Destiny Perry, 4 of 9 shooting, 2 of 4 from deep. Couple rebounds AIC out rebounding the Golden Knights 24-17. That's a crucial key as we got some highlights from the first half of play. AIC getting some offensive fire from number 11, and then a nice play here by St. Rose's number 15, Kaylee Hunt, who has been their best player. And then we see another play at the end by Boyd as the Yellow Jackets have to find a way to contain Hunt. She's 3 of 4 shooting. The whole rest of her team is 3 of 20. 0 of 7 from deep. And you look at the turnovers as well. St. Rose 10, AIC 6. 6 steals for the Yellow Jackets and a pair of blocks too. So AIC doing a lot of things right. What's interesting is that even though AIC has a turnover margin advantage, St. Rose actually has more points off of turnovers, 8-4. St. Rose led. They scored the first basket of the game. AIC has led basically since they led for 16 minutes and 54 seconds of the 20 minutes in the first half. As the two teams get set to take the floor once more here at Patova. AIC in gold will go left to right in the second half. St. Rose right to left. So they switch sides. Golden Knights start with possession. So they have a chance to get back into this thing early on. It is a 2-possession game, 6 points, but again, no threes made in the first half by this Golden Knight team. You wonder if they're going to try to change that early and change the story. Towns to Fidulo. Thought about it. Drives in instead, goes off glass and scores. Able to stay wide on McDuffie. And get the bunny. Quickly, the Yellow Jackets the other way. Perry, she drives, knocked down, and no call, so just a turnover. She loses it out of play. So St. Rose with the start they wanted, a score and a stop. And the Golden Knights can potentially make this a 1-point game. Encarnacion, 2 fouls in that first half. Bouncing here. Kick to the right, hard in. It's off the leg of Young, and so that'll reset the shot clock to 20. Golden Knights. Quick in. Perry getting there defensively. St. Rose, a 3. No good. Nobody for AIC goes for the rebound, and it's way too easy for Encarnacion. They just backed off the ball. Coach Hutchison cannot be happy with that. AIC with it. Dribble drive, kicked out, right side, 3 on the way, splash! Nora Young with an answer. And Destiny Perry with the pass. Young coming up with the play. The rookie with a veteran shot. Whistle, what do we got? It's an offensive foul. Away from the ball, Kayla Robinson got bodied. Kaylee Hunt's third. AIC with the ball again, up 5 and a chance to extend it back to 7. 3 on the way from Perry. Hits off the rim, goes up and sits on top of the backboard. She's done it twice this game now. You couldn't do it once if you tried. She's done it twice. And St. Rose will take it. They'll kick a pass across to the top for Hunt. Hunt looking. Hard over to Encarnacion. Dribbles, pops, dishes it off Fidulo. She'll back up. Mid-range jump shot blocked Duff got a hand on it, and the rebound comes right to Perry. Perry thought about a drive and then didn't have a look. Backs off now and calls out a play. 20 on the shot clock, 7:39 in the third. AIC's captain sees the lane, forces into the corner, wide open three, but the Yellow Jackets short it. Perry gets the board though. Perry bounced off of her and on the way out. It's the look you want, a wide open three in the corner. I don't hate the shot. Obviously you got to get it to fall, but you get the rebound, and unfortunately St. Rose just able to make a defensive play. That is the way the graham cracker falls apart sometimes. Dribbling in Encarnacion. Handoff there. Kick to the top. Hunt thinking about what to do here. Lays this one back off to Encarnacion. Drives. Tries to kick it out, and Perry gets a hand on it. Right to Robinson. She's going to drive up off glass and good. Number 0 puts on the gas, and the Jackets are back up by 7. St. Rose trying to find a way to stay in this game. To the left. Floated in. Dribble. Trying to force. Really well done by McDuffie defensively. Another play forced. No shot. But a foul on the ground on AIC. They're going to get Gutton Barrero. Perry will sit. Carmenel Munoz will come in. 5:16 to go in regulation down at St. Thomas Aquinas and AIC. Zion Golding with a free throw makes it 77-75 Yellow Jackets. St. Rose in the corner looking for their first three of the game. It's not even close. Kayla Robinson with an early Christmas present. Like a St. Patrick's Day present maybe, I guess. That's the next holiday we got coming up here as we're about to turn from February to March. Dribble drive, Robinson layup, money. Kayla Robinson giving up the body to get the 2 points as she was knocked down. Looks at the official wondering where the foul was, but she'll take the 2 as the Yellow Jacket lead is now 9. Into the right corner, St. Rose in danger of having this thing get out of reach a little bit here as no shot, hand check on the way in. It's going to be on Carmenel Munoz, just pushed off on the hip a little bit. Team second of the quarter. Neither team has really gotten into foul trouble here. Dribbling, forcing a shot. It's no good, but they're going to get the foul on Osborne for contact. This is a shooting foul. Team's third of the quarter now, and so perhaps a little bit in trouble here, but they've got to be careful. Second free throw. They're both good. .548 to go here in the third as Robinson's pass clipped, but it gets to the intended target. Bounced in, and a hard off glass, no good. Rebound picked up by the Golden Knights. St. Rose trying to get themselves back into this one now, down 7. Dribbling right, hard into the corner for a floater. Easy 2 for Towns. (30-25) as St. Rose has gone on a little run here, 4 in a row. Still down 4 or 5. Yellow Jackets need to stop the bleeding though. Smith. Kicked away. They'll reset the shot clock just over the midpoint of the third quarter. 4:59 still to play in the frame. And AIC being outscored 8-7 in this frame as both players go to the floor. We're going to see who they give possession to. It's going to be St. Rose. So the Golden Knights, a chance to close it even more. Whistle, blocking foul. It's going to be on Smith. That's the team's fourth, so St. Rose will go to the line here on out. Thrown in. Handoff, drive. They're going to call it a block because she was in the circle. That rule, that defensive arc, or where you can't, or any foul is automatically a blocking foul inside that arc. I'm going to complain a little bit here, and it's not just because it goes against AIC. It is the stupidest rule in all of sports. Flat out, the dumbest rule in all of sports. You cannot commit an offensive foul in the circle somehow. Like, imagine if, in hockey, you couldn't commit a penalty in the crease as an offensive player. It makes no sense to me. I don't know why that rule exists. It's dumb. Point blank, period. And I'm sure somebody is going to tweet at me or email me some sort of an explanation. I don't care. It's stupid. 30-27 is the score. AIC inbounds to Turner. I have opinions about things in case any of y'all hadn't figured that out in my 14 years doing this job. Kicked out to Turner. Laid up, and we had a whistle. It's a foul on they're going to get Smith. Will be the team's second and hers as well. Oh, good. AIC inbounding here. Trying to halt this run for the Golden Knights. Kicked over. 9 on the shot clock. Mid-range jump shots, no good. Rebound Golden Knights. So St. Rose can tie this game with a 3 here if they can hit one. We got a whistle. We got a foul. It's on AIC. It'll put the Golden Knights at the line for 2. They're going to get Turner. It's her second. 4:04 left on the clock. First free throw. Off the back iron and in, gets the friendly roll. Second effort to make this a 1-point game is good. AIC's 9-point lead has all but evaporated. And Turner gets taken from behind, but they call the foul. It's a grab by Smith. Inbounded. Here's the captain. She'll lay it off. Kicked back out. Carbonell Munoz took a step. Traveling called on AIC, and the Golden Knights can take the lead with a basket. And Coach Hutchison doesn't like what she's seen in the last couple of minutes. She is going to take a timeout. The lead down to 1. 1 minute remaining in regulation down at St. Thomas Aquinas, and the Spartans up 5. 87-82. AIC has battled all game long and still in it, but looking like they might come up a little short. Zion Golding with 15 points for the Yellow Jackets. Hub, Batista, and Covington with a dozen each. Grant Singleton on the other side with 22 on 8 of 14, including 4 of 7 from deep. Osbel Caraballo with 19 to lead the way for his team. 7 boards as well, which is impressive. Franklin Batista just made it 87-84 with 36 seconds to go. So it's a one-possession game down there. We'll keep an eye on it. It's a one-possession game here, too, as the Yellow Jackets lead is 1. They need to stop desperately here. St. Rose has scored on 4 straight possessions. They're not going to, get it. Second effort falls. Fedula, wait a minute. So no basket, but a foul on AIC. Perry's second. So there will be 2 free throws instead. So St. Rose can tie it with 1 and take a lead for the first time in quite some time with 2. It had looked like AIC was going to start pulling away, but some unlucky bounces and some miscues, and suddenly we've got a tie game. And now St. Rose for the lead. It falls. 31-30 Golden Knights. Yellow Jackets have to figure it out in a hurry here, as this third quarter has gone south in a hurry. Kicked over. And AIC with Gunton Barrero. Leaves it over eventually through to Holloman. Holloman, bounce pass, missed the mark. And the Golden Knights have it. AIC their own worst enemy right now. Golden Knights dribbling and looking for something. Bounced in, picked off right to Perry. The captain making it happen. Long pass. Washington lays it up. No good. Rebound picked up by the Yellow Jackets. They'll just reset. The captain for 3. No. So AIC will defend again. And the pass nearly picked off. Mid-range jump shot short. Perry gets the board. Perry to a knee, able to keep the dribble going. That's impressive. And the Yellow Jackets with a chance to take the lead back. The captain gets around a screen. Drives in, kicks out. 3 on the way. Up off the backboard and off the shot clock again. You can't make it up. You really just can't. 2:08 to go in the frame. AIC down 1. St. Rose had 17 in the first half. They've got 14 in the first 8 minutes of the third. And it's largely been Nina Fadulo who has now tied Perry with 13 for the game. Dribble drive, kick right. And it's Blissetti. Hands it off to Smith. Smith in some trouble, passes it in. Spinning, pass, that's right to a Yellow Jacket. Looks like Young, and it is. Young, or hard across now into the corner. Robinson drives, baseline, lays it off. That's Young underneath, and she's fouled. It was Smith earlier. Two at the line for Young, the 4th foul on the Golden Knights of the frame, the 2nd on Yvonne Boyd. Young to tie. Switch. The final score down at St. Thomas Aquinas. The Spartans hang on 90-84, the final there, but a heck of a showing against a national top team. As Young hits the second free throw, AIC's women back in the lead by a point. Young with 9 for the Yellow Jackets. Dribbling in Encarnacion, looking for something here. St. Rose with it. Boyd surveys, has some room. Dribbles, dishes it off. They'll bounce it hard into the corner. There's no look for the 3. Putting it up. That's blocked away. St. Rose still with it. 7 seconds. Losing the edge. And Perry's got the ball. Perry has it knocked away. Gets it back. Perry hard into the corner. Robinson. Dribble. Drive. Up. In. And 1. Kayla Robinson. Starts with Perry making a couple of plays. Keeping the handles. And then Kayla Robinson Another one of those players that every now and again she just decides, I'm going to score. And she did there. Puts the free throw up. It is no good. St. Rose with the rebound. 34-31 Yellow Jackets. St. Rose left side wide open for three. Not even close. They get their own rebound. They miss that too. Two open looks and they can't handle it. But AIC can't control the ball and lose it out of play. I don't know if they put extra Crisco on the ball or what. St. Rose with two really good looks that they couldn't finish, and the Yellow Jackets fumble it away. A blocking foul now on AIC, and St. Rose will go to the line for two. Free throw coming here. The first one is well off the mark. Second one will be taken as well by Blissetti. Chance to make this a 2-point game with this one. Misses that too. Both teams ice cold shooting as Robinson on a break. Robinson, no good. Both sides 1 for their last 7 from the field in the final 32 seconds. As St. Rose on the attack here. 6 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Golden Knights top of the key. It's not there. They'll kick it right. Dribble, drive, blocked! Destiny Perry, known for her offense, gets in on the blocking action. How's this for her line tonight, okay? 13 points, 6 boards, 2 assists, 4 steals, and a block. Long way to go, but player of the game material for sure, as that shot is not even close. Kyla Smith comes down with it. 5 seconds to go. Jackets need the last shot. Dribbling, driving, Smith fouled on the way up with 2 tenths, and she'll get 2 at the line. You could see Perry call out for it. She was open. Smith decided to drive in, and Smith ends up getting rewarded. She'll have 2 shots and all the time in the world to take them, because you don't have to worry about getting a rebound with 2/10 of a second left. First free throw is too long. AIC's free throw shooting tonight, 7 of 15. Make it 8 of 16. She hits the second, so 35-31 is where the third quarter will end. The Yellow Jackets gave away the lead. They were able to get it back. We'll take a breather here on AIC Yellow Jackets TV and be back with the fourth quarter in a moment. Win the fourth, win the game. That's where it is at this point for the Yellow Jackets, as through 30 minutes of play, your leading scorers, Perry and Fadulo, each with 13. Robinson with 10. Young with 9. Hunt with 6 for St. Rose. So AIC's 2 and 3 have outscored the 2 and 3 of St. Rose. Towns with just 5. 3 of which have come at the line. One of the big differences in this game, St. Rose 13 of 18 from the stripe. AIC just 8 of 15. Rebound margin fairly even, 31-29 AIC. Shot clock issue here as we will reset. 5 comes off the shot clock. The flip side, AIC has hit 3 from deep out of 14. St. Rose is 0 for 10 from downtown. AIC with it. Perry, dribble, bounce pass. Young wasn't ready for it. So St. Rose, although they didn't really do much, they get the stop and have a chance to make this a one-possession game again. Can't let a team hang around. Kicked in. Pass to the right. Mid-range jumper is good. Isabel Sanchez, her second basket, makes it 35-33. Yellow Jackets drive to the right. That's Smith. Hard across to Perry. She has to regather, so she wasn't able to take the shot. Smith, however, does have the time. She shoots. No good. Rebound whistle. They're going to get a hold on St. Rose as Nora Young had her arm tugged on. That's going to be Encarnacion, her third. So AIC gets it back in a 20-second shot clock. Kicked out up top for Robinson, who has been the best player for AIC in the second half after Perry's big first. The captain with it, kicks it out. Young thought about it. Steps back, leaves it for Robinson. Robinson drives, forced it. No foul, they'll say, and St. Rose gets the stop. Golden Knights push down the floor. Thought about a 3, didn't take it. Towns, reverse, no good. Rebound Perry, the captain, leading the pass. Able to get it to the mark and just not able to get it to fall as Robinson as she was fouled on the way up. But she'll go to the line for 2. Great recognition by Perry after the rebound. Realizing she had a player breaking, leaves it where only she can get it. It might have been just a touch too long, but Robinson was able to gather it and draw the foul. So a good play overall by the Yellow Jackets as the free throw for Robinson falls. First time she's sank one from the stripe. She's got 11. Or I'll check that. That's the third she's sank from the stripe, 3 of 6. I was looking at the three-point shot column. 0 for 2 from deep. Misses the second free throw. 36-33. It's still a one-possession game. Although, again, St. Rose has not hit anything from deep. And the Golden Knights probably would be better served not trying at this point. They'll bounce it in. Laid off to the left side. Kicked back into the middle. Fumbled away. Golden Knights able to hold on to it. They will put up a 3, and it's going to miss. Golden Knights get the rebound. They'll put another 3, and this one will go. Sanchez ties the game. Hunt with the assist. AIC just not getting out on the ball. And they pay for it. Smith to Perry. Dribbles, drives, kicks it out. Robinson in. Floater. No. Rebound Young. Puts a shot up, nothing doing. They'll say jump ball. Goes to St. Rose. Golden Knights doing just enough there. Both teams still have 4 timeouts left. You wonder if maybe it wouldn't be a good idea for either side to use one just to calm things down. It's been kind of touch and go for the both sides. St. Rose, 5 of the last 6 points in this game have allowed them to tie it up. They'll look to move it in. Kick back out. Another 3 on the way. Not close. Rebound will be AIC's out of bounds. St. Rose swatting it away on a poke after Fadulo misses the 3. $36 all. 7:11 to go. Yellow Jackets, Robinson. Turner has some room. Turner looks into the corner, Washington. Washington to Turner. It was high, but she's able to get it there. Kicked over, Robinson. Oh, she is hit from behind. They'll say out of bounds off of St. Rose. which is probably a happy medium between giving the ball to the Golden Knights and calling a foul that they could have called there. So AIC stays with the ball. 9 on the shot clock. Nairi Holloman will inbound. Robinson gets it. She'll dribble in, gets around a screen, drives to the right, puts it up. No, but she'll go 2 at the line. Kayla Robinson is trying to take over this game for the Yellow Jackets. Relentless getting to the rack. And every time she's either gotten a decent shot off or drawn a foul, or both, as she hits the free throw to put her team back in the lead. She's got 12. And considering Perry hasn't had any points here in the second half, the fact that Robinson, who now also has 13 as she hits the second, is critical. They have needed number 0 to come through, and she has. AIC now trying to defend the 2-point advantage. Towns leaves it over for Fadulo. They'll try to move it in. Nobody over there. 3 on the way. It's not going to go. Turner on the rebound. She is knocked down. They're going to call the foul. I think all 3 officials got Encarnacion for that. As they trip Turner up. It's the 4th foul on her and the 4th on the team. AIC has not been booked for one in this 4th quarter. But any further fouls on St. Rose, the Yellow Jackets go to the line. And that can be crucial, especially with as much time as is left, 6:24, to have to play mistake-free in terms of not even committing a single foul if you're St. Rose is a lot of pressure on a young team. Robinson, great little layoff pass there as she realized she didn't have a shot. Forcing to the hoop and getting fouled then is Sarah Gutton-Barrero, and she'll get 2 at the line. Smart by Robinson there to not try to force that shot. She didn't have a look, found an open pass on the way up, and it results in 2 at the line for AIC. Second foul on Towns for the game, by the way, as Gutton-Barrero's first free throw is too strong. AIC 11 of 20 from the stripe. You think about the difference that those free throws might make had they fallen. Second one does go. AIC has missed 9. St. Rose has missed 5. So if you give everybody the free throws that they've missed, AIC's lead instead of being 3 is 7. What a difference that is, as the first foul of the frame for AIC is on Washington. A full court single press. And now AIC really going up the floor in that man. But they quickly back off instead of trying to push the issue. 6 minutes to go in regulation. It is a 3-point game. Certainly still either team can win it as a 3 goes in and out, and the rebound for Turner. Great work from number 20. She's got 4 of those boards. She's here for her defense. Only 1 shot attempt tonight from number 20 in white. And as I say that, she jacks one up. It's no good. The rebound will stay to AIC off of a Golden Knight player. Sort of interesting that she ended up shooting that. It was not probably what I think any player on the floor other than 20 herself was expecting there. Sometimes that can be a good thing if the defender's not expecting a shot. They won't be ready to defend it. But she missed. The Yellow Jackets did get it back, though. I don't think we'll see that again. It's the kind of thing you can only really pull off once. Perry looking around. Perry bounces into Turner. Turner's going to kick it over, and Holloman runs out of time. I'll tell you what. No communication there. You couldn't hear anybody from the AIC bench calling out the shot clock. You need to communicate, especially if you're on the bench. It's your only job. So that's a thing that Coach Hutchison's going to have to address at some point. Right now it's 5 minutes to go in a 3-point game. St. Rose looking for something here. Kicked out and calling out a play is Finnerty. She'll lay it off. Bounce pass in, knocked away. Turner and Perry combining, and then they're going to call Perry for a double dribble. And Coach Hutchison's unhappy with that. She's saying it got deflected. The official's got a better angle on it than I do, so I'm not going to protest the call the way coach is, but certainly frustrating either way. 4:53 to go in regulation. St. Rose, a new lease on life. Turned over. Perry takes it back and then gets fouled. And that is answering the bell if you're the captain. Whether or not it was the right call, it was made. She goes and just takes the ball back. And that is leadership. And that is great basketball from number 11. And then she draws the foul. She'll go to the line for 2. 3 of 4 from the stripe tonight. She's got 7 boards, 6 steals, 2 assists, and 13 points. You think they can find her 4 more steals in the final 5 minutes? First free throw is not going to go. She'll get another chance to make it a 2-possession game. Just got to be patient, slow it down, and let it go. Misses the second one, but AIC gets the rebound. So they'll just end up with possession again. All's fair. As she shorted, or hit too strong off the back iron, rather. But it went right to McDuffie. Duff leaves it over for Perry. Perry looking. Back to McDuffie. Gets it in. Down low in the paint. Up, and that's a shooting foul. They're going to get Smith for contact, pushing off a little bit on Cutton Barrero. And St. Rose thinks that's a defensive or an offensive foul, and that's a tough one right there. That could go either way. They give it to AIC. Cutton Barrero doesn't miss the first one. 40-36. AIC up 4. Encarnacion, Sanchez, and Smith each with 4 fouls for the Golden Knights. Young has 3. She's the only one even close to trouble, as Cutton Barrero sinks both of the free throws. She's got 6 points, and 4 of them are at the line, but you'll take them any way you can get them. 5-point game, 4:17 to go. Foul on AIC on Smith for pushing off or an elbow. Her third, second on the team. Shot clock doesn't even reset because it's above 20. So St. Rose doesn't really get much out of that. They'll try to set up again. Smith dribbles in, kicks it over. Perry swats it away. Destiny Perry does it again. Perry has been everything for the Yellow Jackets tonight, and her and Robinson in so many different ways are the reason AIC in the lead right now. Cutton Barrero, floater, money. I don't know if number 12 heard me and said, hey, I want some love, but that's a heck of a shot in traffic. 43-36 AIC, the lead up to 7 again. Can the Yellow Jackets shut it down and finish this thing off is the question. Golden Knights aren't going to go quietly. Rebound, Cutton Barrero. Good drive in and hand it off to Smith. Smith just 1 point tonight, 0 of 8 shooting. It's been a tough day for her. But her team has picked her up as McDuffie traveled. She sort of lost the handle on the ball. I think she was looking to make a pass, but then it ended up getting knocked away just a little bit, and she didn't have any play to make at that point. St. Rose, 3 minutes to go. Not out of it, down 7 as a shot is blocked by Cutton Barrero. Number 12 has picked up her game in the last couple of minutes. Playing good defensive basketball. She's made some shots. AIC on a 7-0 run over the last 5 minutes. Forcing a shot, no good. Rebound for AIC. Goes and one! Kyla Smith finally gets off the schneid. And AIC can go up 10 if she can hit the free throw. Golden Knights are going to make a line change here. 3 players coming off and 3 new ones coming on. AIC is going to change it up as well. And now the Golden Knights are just calling the timeout. And now we've got a conversation between the officials here. Well, it's in part because Asia Smith with the foul there. It's her fifth. She's done. And timeout by St. Rose. Smith will end the night 0 for 5 shooting. 2 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 turnovers. And the Golden Knights will have to find somebody else for the final 2:40 of this one. Again, Smith will go to the line, looking for her 4th point of the game to give AIC a 10-point lead. And they were up 9. The lead evaporated. St. Rose actually at one point led 31-30, and AIC has outscored them 15-5 cents. So they have clamped down. They've picked up the game a little bit. Again, you still feel like the Yellow Jackets should be up by more than this. They've had some lulls as we have a whistle for what? Smith getting 1 free throw, and she hits it. 46-36 AIC, and now another substitution for the Golden Knights. St. Rose is going to need something special here in the final 160 seconds, down by a bucket load. They'll start dribbling Encarnacion. Bouncing it here, trying to get away from the defense. AIC doing a good job of cutting off the lanes. We got a whistle, timeout St. Rose. Whitney Edwards, the head coach. I don't know if she just doesn't like the offensive setup or what, but she is calling a stoppage. AIC at times tonight has played really solid lockdown defense. There have been chinks in the armor, don't get me wrong. But there have been times when St. Rose has had less than nothing to work with. It's a credit to AIC, the defense, in large part why this is 46-36. St. Rose has missed some chances. Let's not pretend that they haven't, but it has for the most part been a really good defensive night for the Yellow Jackets, who have held the Golden Knights to just 24.4% shooting, including 1 of 15 from deep. Sanchez, 2 of 9 shooting. Hunt, 3 of 4. Fadulo, 3 of 8. And then she's got more than half of her points at the charity stripe, 7 of the 13. And AIC with the rebound margin as well, 41-33. 17 turnovers for St. Rose. That's not going to cut it. Golden Knights. Pass is picked off, another one. And that's Smith. Drives off glass and in. Kyla Smith, maybe the dagger. It's a 12-point game, as she has finally gotten hot here at the end, and now AIC is starting to pull away. When you had 1 or 2 players going, it was enough to keep you treading water. Now you got 3 and 4, and you can really see that AIC is the better side as the 3 misses. AIC is going to make a substitution. McDuffie will be back out and onto the floor. In her place is Young once more. Under 2 minutes to go. AIC looking to get to 5-1. Trying to get one of those 6 NCAA tournament berths for the East region. 4 at-larges in the region and 2 conference champions. There will not be an NE10 champion going to the tournament, as the conference is not playing, but these 2 teams are, as Perry goes off glass, no good. Rebound AIC, they'll get it in, and another shot that's blocked. Fadulo gets a hand on the Gutten Barrero bid. And St. Rose, down by a dozen, is going to have to hit threes, something that they have not done all game, basically. Thrown in, whistle, and boy, all 3 officials got that one. Easiest call of the night is Gutten Barrero got a hand in the face of the St. Rose player. Want to take a moment to thank our sponsors, Frankie and Johnny's, as a 3 is on the way and is good for St. Rose. It's going to be a little too late. Becca Towns with the deep ball. The Jacket lead is still 9 in the final minute. Dribbling outside to the right. Robinson drives up off glass. She'll go to the line. Hunt's fourth. Little kicker, I suppose, here is that if Robinson hits either of these two free throws, she's going to be the high-scoring player for the game at the moment. Perry with 13, Robinson with 13, Fadulo for St. Rose with 13, but that tie is broken as Robinson sinks the first. Perry is out there on the floor, and the team will have at least one more possession as Robinson drains them both. She's got 15, game high. Inbound here, and St. Rose pressing to the hoop. Blocking foul on AIC. They're going to get McDuffie. 44.1 to go. It is not a shooting foul, and it's only the team's fourth, so no free throws yet. St. Rose hucks it in, nearly loses it. They're able to get it back. Driving to the hoop, shot rolls wide. Rebound blocked, but they're going to call McDuffie for another one. It'll be a shooting foul, too, at the line with 36 seconds to go. And Fadulo, chance to get points 14 and 15 for herself as well. She'll set, she'll shoot, she'll score. 50-40. One more. Fairly well academic at this point in a 10-point game. And she sinks the second. And AIC is going to call a timeout. They're going to advance the ball. And it's a 30-second timeout. So Coach Hutchison always coaching. Always working on the little things. You love to see it. I'll tell you, AIC certainly, the lead is 9. They've done a lot of good things tonight. But a thing that is glaring to me is 30% shooting from the floor. 15 of 50 is not good enough. Robinson and Perry have a ton of points. Robinson's 4 of 11. Perry's 4 of 12. Smith hit her last 2 after missing her first 9. Nora Young is 3 of 5. Sarah Gutton-Barrero 2 of 4. They're okay. Pretty much everybody else has only taken 1 or 2 shots, so you can't really say much about it. But 30% shooting doesn't win you a lot of games. It's going to be enough tonight because St. Rose is only at 25%, and that's a credit to the defense. But you got to do better than 30%. Perry dribbling. Bounces out to Robinson. Ducks a check. 20 seconds to go. 15 on the shot clock, so AIC does have to shoot. I guess they could take the shot clock violation. Robinson's not going to do that, though. Kicks it over. Young to the captain, Perry. 3 on the shot clock. Drives, kicks it over. Mid-range jumper's good. Gutton-Barrero for her 9th point of the day. 52-41. St. Rose up under, no good. Yellow Jackets by 11. And they win. A solid effort defensively is enough to win them this one as they hold the Golden Knights to just 12 baskets, including only 2 of 17 from deep. Perry with a solid game. 13 points, 7 rebounds, 6 steals. Kayla Robinson ends up being the high scorer for the game. She had 15. We will have a post-game interview coming up shortly, so stick around. I'm not entirely sure who we're going to get. I think it's going to be Robinson. As the Yellow Jackets get the victory, and yes, it is going to be Kayla. So AIC, their sophomore guard, the leading scorer in the game, taking it over here today. As we will cut to her in just a moment. And Kayla Robinson now joining us. Kayla, you had a huge second half for the team. What adjustments did you make going into the second half of this game that allowed you to end up with 15 points, a game high?
Well, in the beginning, I was trying to do too much, trying to score. I found out there was other ways to do good in the game, and if that happened to be me scoring, then it was. But I was focused on defense, and it led to my offense. So.
Now, defensively, the team was fantastic tonight. St. Rose forced to take a lot of bad shots, 12 of 48 shooting for them at the end of the day. What worked for the defense to be able to shut them down as often as we did?
Well, yesterday in the beginning of the game, we let them get ahead of themselves and we let them score. So we knew today we had to lock them down, and that's what we did.
Your teammate Destiny Perry, 13 points in the first half, but she ends up with 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 steals, just a complete game out of her as usual. What makes her so good at so many different things?
As I said before, at halftime we had this talk about how you don't have to score all the points. You just have to do whatever it takes to win. And whether that was rebounding or assisting, that's what she did. She's a well-rounded player, so it worked for us.
A couple other players that had big nights as well. Sarah Gunton-Barrero with 9 and Nora Young with 9 as well. It seemed like in the fourth quarter the whole team finally got going when they got going. Mm-hmm. What was the difference going into the fourth for them?
Well, I mean, they're good players every day, all day, so it just was about confidence, and they knew they could make the shot, so they did.
How do we keep it rolling with, I believe, Franklin Pierce coming up next?
Have the same intensity we did to finish the game.
There it is. Well, intensity is a word that Kayla Robinson knows all too well. 15 points today. Thank you, Kayla. Appreciate it. And now, of course, the winning coach with another victory as the Yellow Jackets go to 5-1. It's Coach Hutchison joining us.
Hello.
Here on the Anytime Now Network. Coach, how are we doing?
We're doing good.
Just general thoughts on the team's performance then. I'm sure there's lots of good and bad from your perspective.
I thought we really defended today. We didn't shoot the ball great, but when the other team is struggling to score, it keeps us in the game. So our defense was very good. Our rebounding in the second half was great. And we just really shut them down defensively.
What was the key adjustment from last night to tonight? I know we won yesterday, but obviously not the start that you wanted yesterday.
Yeah, it was just to get off to a good start, play hard, play excited, play enthusiastic. I think we did a really good job of coming together. The first half was a little shaky, and I thought the third and fourth quarter we definitely played more team ball. We had more assists in the second half, and we got some people some open looks.
1 point, a 9-point lead that St. Rose is able to overcome, and they took a 31-30 lead. What was the message at that point, and how was the team able to shut it down and end up getting an 11-point win?
Well, St. Rose is a good team. We knew they weren't going to let up, so we just had to run our stuff, right, and get good shots. And then they just, we got to the basket, we got to the foul line, we got them in a little bit of foul trouble, and we just kept attacking the basket. We weren't just settling for jumpers. We were taking it to the hoop.
Destiny Perry, she had 13 points in the first half and then no points in the second half, but doing so many other things. What makes her such a good player, and what did we see out of her tonight?
Well, that's what I told the team at halftime. Like, it doesn't matter who's scoring. There's so much more to the game. So, Destiny's been here 5 years. She pretty much knows it all. So she's our leader, and she did it again today. And she scored in the first half. She defended in the second. So, that's what we need people to do, different roles and step up and be good in their roles.
Franklin Pierce coming up next. You got a home and home with them about a week or so from today.
Yeah.
What's going to be the key with the Ravens?
Oh, I haven't even looked at them yet. So we'll see soon. We're going to take a day off tomorrow, try to get a game on Saturday or Sunday, and then we'll get back to work on Monday if we can't play this weekend. So,
there you
COVID year, you can't make any plans.
It's certainly true. We've had plenty of schedule changes. Coach, thanks for doing this. Appreciate it. Congrats on the win. So that'll do it for us here from the Batova Gym. AIC 52, St. Rose 41, your final. For everybody in our athletic communications department, I'm Seth Dusselt, the voice of the Yellow Jackets, as we take one last look at a few highlights from the victory tonight. The Yellow Jackets getting to 5-1. We'll see if they can make it 6. Maybe it'll be this weekend. Maybe it'll be next week up at Franklin Pierce. Who knows? But until then, for everybody here, good night and good luck, and go Jackets. Let's get the rebound. They'll put another 3 in this one. To Fidulo. Thought about it. Drives in, and both teams going to get at least one more possession here as the Golden Knights go up to the left. Dribble, drive, kick back right, mid-range jump as the Golden Knights move it in. Oh, they got behind the AIC defense.